cool little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using nigga songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth of Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That woo-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that woo-woo, something. Nigga, cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
The recipient of Hot Topics is Time Bomb from 456 Piru and WACK100. So a few days ago, I had been hearing about something of people telling me that WACK100 got me a pass or got somebody not to trip with me, or they tell y'all to pay attention.
My bad, y'all. What's the deal, y'all? We're Trap Tapping in 10 and Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking the same here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge though. You ain't finna get nobody's college though. Tap in with the tap in to make sure you are in fact tapped in with that good tap in. Hit that notification bell, hit like, hit comment, hit that subscribe button for everything we got going on here at 10 and Trap News Network. We're not gonna hold y'all too long, but I do need y'all to know that notification bell, you need to go ahead and tap in with that. TRAP, NEWS, NETWORX. Hit us up on Instagram, follow us on Instagram, get into this Trap News Network family. Young At Jefe got some things to say, man. Time Bomb from 456 Piru saying that he got some smoke. So he addressing him and WACK100. Let's get into it. Let's go.
I really wasn't giving into it because I know how the social media space get, and I know how these comments get. And they should tell you. They should, when they give y'all these social media courses, they tell y'all to pay attention to the comments and engage with your audience and stuff like that. But y'all people got to know who to engage with. And it seemed like y'all picking a fine factor of negativity to engage with, and that is just goofy to me. I gotta call it what it is. When I look at the chats and I see something goofy and negative that don't make no sense, I just look right over it, man. Sometimes you gotta shake your head at these trolls, man. The good stuff, that's the stuff we answer to. The fans, the supporters, them the people we listen to. Them the people that you're supposed to pay attention to in the chats. Everything else, man, is just an opinion. It's like an a-hole. Everybody got it. So, as I said, I wasn't even playing into this narrative like, hey,
that's very true. Everybody got an a-hole. Everybody got an opinion.
Can't nobody get me no pass, bro. If you gonna trip, you gonna trip, bro. We not stopping nobody from tripping, bro. Like, what are we talking about? So, then, y'all know how the internet is. Somebody just had to send it to me. So, bam. Somebody I deal with sent it to me in my in my inbox. You know, I guess people always want these segments, and once you hear on social media, this is what they want you to do. They want you to answer everything. I'm not a person to answer everything, but after I watched this long segment between WACK100 and Time Bomb, I had to answer and I had to have some things to say. But to my guys, my people, y'all already know how to hef step, man. We gonna always keep it classy because it ain't even really nothing disrespectful to say. We just gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So, during this segment, Time Bomb acknowledged that I was a good dude from what he perceives and what he's seen and how I conduct myself. And a good dude. He seemed like a cool dude, man. No, he a gangster. He stand no business. He did what he was supposed to do. And all that, he say he pushing blackness. Man, you know, I don't even really want to be around no blood that's dissing no Crip, vice versa. And, you know, Pill shouldn't have said that. And, you know, Pill not even really from Pomona. Pill from San Bernardino, you know what I'm saying? By the way, we just try to embrace him as a homie and all this stuff. Y'all gonna hear what he got to say. But he say he need a fade with me because the chats is saying that I marked out 456 Piru. 456 Piru never once came out of my mouth. And how did I mark out 456 Piru? And this is the thing. If the chats got y'all that mad, like as gangsters, we be saying we gangsters and dudes hold themselves to these high standards from the accolades they got in the streets, but are driven by civilians in the chats telling you what happened and what y'all let happen. Where we do that at? Because in that case, the civilians in the hood, the civilians in the street should be telling you, oh man, your homie got smacked and this and that happened, and wooty wow, they should just be reported all to you, just like when a million hits bring it to you. Y'all should just be getting mad, going dumb, and going crazy.
Shout out to a million hits, giving us news with cues, knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college.
Like, y'all gotta understand, like, as men and dudes that saying that they're hierarchy dudes, that you gotta hold yourself to some type of standard. And when you hold yourself to some type of standard, you gotta have some type of sense behind that. Can't no chat motivate me to trip. Period. It can only be the recipient. I wasn't going to even speak on the King Pill situation because I didn't even feel like I punked him. I just was firm with him. But being that he spoke up and tried to interject and ask me, who disrespecting you and how I'm disrespecting you, and he wasn't hearing what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Look, to conclude it all, you said the same thing I was saying, but what we on?
Well, he was trying to defend himself and stand tall.
It was left quiet after that, man. There's nothing else to even talk about, bro. I left it to him. Like, either we gonna be good or we gonna get to some action. It was left at that. Now, time bomb. You out of pocket. You out of pocket if you is who you say you are as a person, as a man, and as who you supposed to be from 456. You out of pocket. I'm not turning down nothing. If you want that, you can get that first and foremost. Second, how you gonna call me out based off what the chats are saying?
Young man said, look, I ain't heard nothing. If you need that, you got that. But in retrospect, what are you talking about?
In that case, if you want to fight me, you gotta have a problem with every person from 456 that was up there at no jumper if you going off what the chats were saying. But let's get into what WACK100 and Time Bomb was saying. And y'all already know, man, it's the half weight and the half effect. We gonna commentate.
Punks like that shit right there, boy. That shit right there, bro. Like extreme. And suppose the homies was in the backstage, right? Suppose, because I know that. Suppose even if King Pill or something would have hit Adam 22, right? I know for a fact that Ant wasn't gonna let him, and other people wasn't gonna let him. You would have put the homies in a war with the A-Trays over your stupidity, or even if it didn't have nothing to do with the A-Trace. Let's say you hit Adam and Adam shot you, and the homies would have been like, they didn't do nothing, right? Some of the homies were like, well, he did some stupid shit, or one of the homies would have pulled out a gun and shot Adam because of your stupidity, right?
Yeah.
That right there, you know, and you would have put the homies in a situation because they would have been like, oh, Blood, why you didn't do nothing? You let Blood get shot. And then some of the homies would be like, Blood doing stupid shit.
But see, this is why I'm telling you, like, all the energy toward, I feel like the energy towards At Jefe, it ain't justifiable. It'd have been one thing if At Jefe would have been like, oh, nigga, whoopty whoop, and said something.
And Jefe's a real nigga. And Jefe's a real nigga, real stumped down nigga.
All Jefe did was address the disrespect that they tried to, like, make a topic of conversation. He let niggas know, hey, look, bro, we ain't gonna have a topic talking about how a motherfucker dissed the Trey. Right now, you gotta look at something, right?
It's not Aunt Hefe. It's I'm getting sick of these motherfuckers posting 4, 5, 6 got pumped. Like that shit right there, boy. That shit right there, bro.
Did I
Like,
tell you?
man.
What did I warn you about a month or two? I said, bro.
Yeah, you told me this, bro. Let me keep it 1,000 with you, man.
I said, anything he does, they're going to make him the face. And I said, you're going to start seeing things tied to your neighborhood that you've never seen before. I told you that.
Ain't none of these. Look, let me tell you something, man. Look, he ain't no face in no 4, 5, 6. That nigga's he ain't even the face of San Bernardino, bro. You know what I mean? That nigga's not the face of nothing. You know, I don't even understand like why the homies even let him go so far.
That nigga's a hater.
Or I was trying to reach out to the nigga. I caught scream when I seen him go to no jumper. When I seen this nigga go to no jumper with oil and a shirt off, I was like, what the fuck is this nigga? I was like, what the fuck, blood? Like, what the fuck?
That's J-Cat stuff. Bro, I told you the same thing. I said, look, bro, I'm just letting you know. When you called me, Wack, we need to holler. I said, I'm just telling you right now, bro. He's the face to your neighborhood. Now, if y'all, that's what y'all wanted to be. And I said, as soon as something happened, you're going to start seeing your neighborhood tied to stuff.
Bro, he could have got the homies in some bullshit, bro. The young homies and all.
You in some bullshit right now. Look at you. The whole fucking Benedict Arnold.
All they want is an opportunity in life, homie. All they want is to be rappers. All they want is to be singers. They felt like No Jumper was an opportunity to make this happen. You know what I mean? I'm not, like I say, I'm not down. I'm not dissing no Crips. I love Crips. I learned to realize as a black man that we all black and we need to stand together and create businesses and stuff, right? If I got a personal problem with you, I got a personal problem with you. I'm not disrespecting no Crips. I don't even want to see no blood.
Nah, you just how you saying you for black men? Black men, you disrespecting a black man from your community right now?
Respecting no Crips, you know.
And this is my thing, bro. This is my thing when it come in NFA. You know, me and NFA been politicking maybe 6 months, but I kind of gotten to know the brother, right? And you know,
he's a good person, very good person.
He didn't been everywhere we didn't been. He didn't did time, fed, state, county-wide, all that, right? So what I don't want to happen is people saying, "Oh, Aunt, they calling you out." I'm telling you as a homie, right? The violation is on King Pill side, and I'm not even calling the violation because he dissed, because he's a Piru, and if he felt like he wanted to diss, that's his right. The violation,
yeah, that's true.
He bowed it down. Ant got the right
that's real.
To say, hey, homie, that's what we ain't doing, whoop-de-whoop. And Ant said, so what we doing? Right?
There's no way. Look, Wack, so I swear to God on my...
We can't
I swear to God on my grandma blood, and you telling the truth, there's no way in hell that a nigga could raise their voice to me like Ant, right? The way they did... No. You know, the way they did, nigga, blood, let's go outside, nigga. I would have cracked blood in his face. Ant didn't do nothing wrong. The Buster shit was that nigga over there, King Pill.
So
that was the Buster shit.
Here's the thing. And King Pill, as a homie, he got the right to do it how he want to do it. He just got to stand on it. His problem
he got to stand on it.
Standing on it, right? So look, watch this. Ant from the gangster card. 4 extras from the neighborhood card. Them 2 dudes are neighborhood of size as enemies. This dude coming into the game, he violating everybody, right? In the name of 456, right? Because y'all wasn't addressing it. So I'm saying like this, what I don't want to happen is people saying, "Oh, Ant, they calling you out." Should be no call out when Ant ain't.
Bro, why are you even involved in this? Wack always got something to say about something to say, bro.
Turn it down, nothing. But as a brother to Ant that I become, he ain't do nothing.
Well,
he ain't, and I ain't copping no pleas for bro or nothing.
What I'm gonna do with the situation? I'm gonna drop the ad fade. I'm gonna drop.
He didn't say you Pomona ass nigga, or he didn't say he said. He just said, homie, we ain't finna be doing none of that disgusting disrespect to the trade. Now, Ant was in a bad situation because we rather niggas said a trade or the disrespect to the trade. It's a diss to your hood anyway, right?
It's disrespectful, yeah.
Right?
It's disrespectful.
So
The nigga knew that, bro. If you did, first and foremost, right, me being from 456, I can't let a Trey yell at me like that. I'm gonna get active. I don't give a fuck what's 100 niggas.
Let
I'm gonna get
nobody
it
yell
right.
at you like that.
I'm gonna get active, my nigga. But this the thing though, right? Ant didn't do nothing. Ant is stumped down, nigga. Off the respect of you, Wack. I'm just gonna leave that fade alone with Ant, because you know Ant can do nothing,
but what I'm saying is not
Out of respect for you. Oh yeah, Young Ant's gonna have a field day with this one. Young Ant, take it away.
So y'all heard it right there. So look, I don't pose no threat to nobody that don't pose no threat to me, nor no gang or community that don't pose no threat to me. You know what I'm saying? Nor trying to harm me. That's first and foremost, bruh. Like, as this dude that you say you are, but you got the name Time Bomb, so that name speaks for itself. If you act on what the definition is. But you seem that you senseful, like you got some sense, that you grew out of some things. And if you grew out of these things, I think you have grew out of, how can the chats motivate you to say that you want to get out with me as if you defending the honor of 456? You will only be playing into what they said, that I marked out 456 when I didn't. Although this got to do with communities being dissed, as far as I'm concerned, this wasn't no 456 situation. This was a situation that came out of that dude's mouth, and him standing, correcting, and speaking on what he meant by it. That's all. 456 was never mentioned, none of that. The word community was mentioned though. But it is what it is. But what we not about to do is act like WACK100 got me a pass. Are you doing this for WACK100, brother? You not doing nothing for WACK100, bro. If you got some smoke with me, then you got that smoke. If you don't got the smoke, you don't got the smoke. Be a man and leave that alone, because it ain't even no smoke with Fiend Pill. I don't have no smoke with him. I just don't have time for the goofiness. And that was a goofy situation. See, dudes always fancy in their mind who they are. And a lot of these dudes rarely walk these steps. I'm not one of them persons to call myself, hey, I'm this, I'm that. The people gonna tell you. The people gonna always tell you how they...
Hey, you know what? And that's typically how it needs to go. Your reputation should be defined by what people say around you, people who are around you and who have encountered you say about you. You feel me? Your reputation should always be shown by, you know, what the people who are around you say, what the people who encounter you say, how you make people feel around you, how you make people feel when they're dealing with you. That's what your reputation should be defined by. Anything past that is just fluke, flammy, skull, duggery, and larceny.
Feeling. But that was goofy to me, bro. I gotta call it what it is. That was goofy, bro, for you like to even be up on here on camera talking about you want to squab with me because of the chats, bro. Like, as a grown man, I don't know if you got kids, but you know you talking about you on some blackness. How can you let that come out your mouth? How you know who in these chats? What if all them chats was the police? What if all them chats was the police? You gonna do the police work? Then on top of that, you got videos like this coming up.
Yeah! King Lil Pill, nigga! I can't wait to catch that pussy ass nigga slipping. Pussy. I'm gonna walk down on this pussy ass pistol grip.
So I don't think that he was red flag, blue flagging, like on some gang banging thing. I think that it was like more like on some Haitian type thing. That's what I think. I don't know. We're gonna see.
Let's slide! Let's slide! Let's slide! Let's slide! Let's slide! Let's slide! Ain't no more talking about shit, bitch, I'm slide. First you was talking all that shit, now you dying. Let's slide! Let's slide!
Let's slide,
Let's
let's slide.
slide! Let's slide!
Ooh,
Let's
ooh.
slide! Let's slide!
Ooh,
Let's
ooh.
slide! Let's slide!
Yeah.
I jumped off the porch and I've been sleeping
Jumped off the porch,
outside.
outside.
Fuck you like a Newport in your eyes and watch you die.
And watch you
Let's
bang.
slide! Let's slide!
slide,
Let's slide! Let's slide!
Let's slide,
Let's slide! Let's slide! Let's slide! Let's slide!
Ooh, ooh.
I've been smoking weed and sipping lean, I'm hypnotized. Nigga disrespect me and that nigga getting fried. Kill you for your Rolex, I call that shit killing time.
This is King Pill, Lil King Pill, or whatever he, Lil King Pill, with a blue and red rag tied around his neck. I don't know if he was cripping and blooding or if he did this video on some camaraderie. I don't know how long he been banging 456, bro. But at the end of the day, as man and as dude that say they stand on integrity and stand on some type of moral ethic, you gotta hold the goofiness feet to the fire. When people do goofy stuff and be on goofy stuff, you can't get mad at even if it's the opposition. I'ma chastise my people first and foremost because you are wrong. I'm not one of them persons that's gonna get mad and then just go at the ops. Cause most of the
Facts. Get mad at your homie. He the one that did it.
time, it be your folks. And like I said, I am not an op. But y'all gotta holler at y'all people, bro. And like Wack telling you, and like Wack said, when y'all allowing these people on camera to have y'all hood in their mouth, they become a representation of y'all hood in our mascot. So when people see these faces, they're gonna be like, oh, that's the face that associate with that. But let's cut the BS. Because if you high ranking as you speaking, then you should know better than to let a chat motivate you to say that you got a problem with me, but in all sense, recognize that I'm a real one or a solid one, bro. That don't make no sense at all, bro. As man, you got.
It's like you don't know if you want to have problems or you come in peace. Like what's going on here?
Cut the goofiness, bro. Sit back, contemplate, and really think on what you saying versus this chats versus what you been through in gangbanging and how it really go, bro. WACK100 don't get me no passes, bro. Ain't nobody getting me no passes, bro. What are you talking about, bro? If you gonna trip, you gonna trip, bro. If you not, you not, bro. Let's leave it there. Let's not make it what it's not. As I tried in that no jumper space, as I try to kill it, because we not about to let this become a trending topic or a butt of a no jumper joke. That's all. Now, with that being said, I'm going to leave it right there. We're going to conclude it there. It's your boy, Young and Jefe.
All right, man. Shout out to Young and Jefe. Don't care about number with the checks. Hey, Rich Rapper signing out, man. TNN Trap News Network. We up out here to the next one. Free Avenue Angel Sweets free. We are gone.